Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Lesson 15, Canto 9. Welcome to the 9th canto, which contains 24 chapters with 960 verses. The opening verse for the 9th canto is, King Pariksit said, "My Lord, Sukadev Goswami, you have elaborately described all the periods of the various Manus, and within these periods the wonderful activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who has unlimited potency. I am fortunate to have heard all of this from you. I have divided Canto 9 into Part 1 and Part 2, with Part 1 comprising chapters 1 to 13. The first 5 chapters illustrate how King Satyavrata became enlightened when hearing Matsya the fish avatar. In his next life, he became Vaishvata Manu. Great kings appeared in his dynasty, including Ikshvaku. Also, his descendant was the great devotee Ambarisa, who worshipped Lord Krishna by all 9 processes of devotional service. Even when his life was threatened by a fiery demon created by Durvasa Muni, King Ambarisa was undisturbed. Durvasa ran for his life when Lord Vishnu's Sudarshan Chakra threatened him. Durvasa fell at the feet of King Ambarisa and begged forgiveness. Chapters 6 to 13 depict that amongst the famous kings in the dynasty of the sun god is Bhagaratha, who brought the Ganges to earth. And then the wondrous pastimes of Lord Ramchandra are expressed. Let's begin now with Chapter 1. Sudyuma, the son of Vaivasvata Manu, is born as a girl and is then transformed into a boy by the prayers of Vasistha. He later is changed into a girl again when he enters the valley of Lord Shiva. Finally, by Shiva's grace, he is allowed for the rest of his life to alternate between being a man 1 month and a woman the next. Chapter 2. Prashadra, another son of Vaivasvrata Manu, dutifully protects cows at night and with a sword in hand. In this way, he follows the order of his guru. When a tiger seizes a cow in the dark, Prasadha accidentally beheads the cow instead of the tiger. Consequently, cursed by this guru to become a Sudra, he renounces everything to practice bhakti yoga and goes back to Godhead. Chapter 3. Sayati, another son of Vaivasvata Manu, and his daughter Sukanya go to the ashram of Saivana. There, Sukanya sees 2 glowing substances within a mound, and she pierces them. Actually, those glowing substances are the eyes of Saivana, who is sitting buried in the mound. Sayatri appeases the sage by giving him Sukanya as a wife. Chapter 4. Durvasa Muni becomes offended when Maharaj Ambarisa drinks water before feeding him. He creates from his hair a demon resembling fiery death. That blazing creature makes earth tremble as he approaches Maharaj Ambarisa, but the undisturbed king does not even move, even slightly. Chapter 5. Even Lord Vishnu cannot protect Durvasa Muni from the scorching heat of the Sudarshan disk, so Durvasa returns to Maharaj Ambarisa and falls at his feet. Maharaj Ambarisa, being naturally meek and humble, feels shy and ashamed to see Durvasa Muni at his feet. He offers prayers to the chakra to save Durvasa. Chapter 6. Subhari Rishi is engaged in austerity deep in the river Jamuna when he sees a pair of fish copulate. Attracted by the pleasure of sex life, Subhari Rishi approaches King Mandhata and marries his 50 daughters. Chapter 7. By worshipping Varuna, Hariskanda gets a son named Rohita. In return, Hariskanda promises that Rohita will be used as a human sacrifice in a Varuna yajna. Varuna repeatedly reminds King Hariskanda about his promise, but the king gives arguments to avoid sacrificing his son. Finally, his son purchases a boy named Sunasepa to replace him as the offering, but the boy saves himself during the sacrifice by chanting mantras to please Varuna. Chapter 8. King Sagara's grandson, Amsumam, searches the earth for Sagara's sacrificial horse, which has been stolen by Indra. Upon approaching Kapila Dev, Amsumam sees both the horse and a pile of ashes that is the remnants of his cremated uncles. Amsumam offers prayers to Kapila Dev. Pleased by the prayers, Kapila Dev returns the horse. Chapter 9. Amsumam's grandson, Bhagaratha, undergoes severe austerities and pleases Mother Ganges and Lord Shiva. Thus, Shiva agrees to check the force of the Ganges when she descends to this world. King Bhagarath brings the Ganges to the place where he found the ashes of his forefathers. Simply by their ashes being sprinkled with Ganges water, which can deliver all fallen souls, his forefathers become eligible to go to the heavenly planets. Chapter 10. After constructing a bridge across the ocean by floating mountain peaks gathered by the hands of great monkeys, Lord Ramchandra goes to Lanka to release Sita Devi from the clutches of Ravana. Chapter 11. This chapter describes how Lord Ramachandra resided in Ayodhya with his younger brothers and performed various sacrifices, and his disappearance. Sukadev ends this chapter by describing the results of hearing about the activities of Lord Rama, and by describing how the Lord protected his citizens and displayed affection for his brothers. Chapter 12. The dynasty of Kusa, the son of Lord Ramchandra, also includes the descendants of Sasada, the son of Maharaj Ikshvaku. Chapter 13. King Nimi, Ikshvaku's son, dies by the curse of the great sage Vasistha. Great sages then churn Nimi's body and cause the great scholar Janaka to be born. The closing verse for chapter 13 is, Sukadev Goswami said, My dear King Pariksit, all the kings of the dynasty of Mithila were completely in knowledge of their spiritual identity. Therefore, even though staying at home, they were liberated from the duality of material existence. Part 1 of this Canto 9 was absolutely epic, with the most amazing pastimes and historical descriptions in there. These chapter descriptions are just summaries, and each chapter contains additional information. If you want to know more, please read the chapters in full in the PDF attached. Next is Part 2 of Canto 9. Namaste.